Anyways, back to our regularly scheduled program.
It was time.
Now it's every now and again you'll hear it, but nah, it's not as popping as it once was. But nah, I fuck with it. That's hard.
All his songs is like that. All of them.
You know what?
Just a different degree of it. It's man.
I probably could have guessed that.
I love that
Just
shit,
judging by the aesthetics, I know they can't see the YouTube video, but
all the videos I like that too.
Just judging by
him
the
in a
aesthetics,
remote
Yeah, I think it's all pretty similar.
He's in a remote location with some random cameraman, probably some white boy,
Oh man.
out in LA somewhere, and then he's just out and
Oh
about
man.
by a car, perhaps some women, perhaps.
Yeah, filming
some
all
money,
sorts of activities.
You know, it's like a vlog.
A vlog. Oh my god, man. Anyways, that's done. Make sure that shit's not playing in the background. But hey, what episode is this? 32?
Nigga, that's you always say it on the intro. I remember it for the outro, but I couldn't tell you. Hold on.
Yeah, but we've been gone a little minute, so I don't remember exactly what episode this is. This 33. All right,
Yeah,
I just checked. I checked the
33.
files. This is
one.
episode 33. So hey, welcome to This Podcast is Canceled episode 33. I hate that I'm fucking congested right now, so I don't like the way I sound, but fuck it. Took a little bit of time off, getting some scheduling adjustments right. You know, just a little R&R as well. But we back, we here, still podding, still recording. And shout out to you guys, everybody watching this, YouTube, Spotify, all the streaming platforms, all that good shit. Thank you all for being here. You know, thank you for bearing with us on our hiatus. It wasn't even really a hiatus. It was scheduling things. We had to get some shit realigned because this isn't gonna drop on our usual day. That's probably gonna change. Fridays is more than likely gonna be our new drop day, but we'll keep you posted on that. So yeah, we were just getting some shit worked out, doing some other things. But
Real
yeah,
life.
we here, man. So yeah, real life. So thank y'all for listening, and yeah, we just gonna get straight to the shit, man. You alright, man? You good? What's going on?
Shit, I'm just getting over being sick too. God damn it. So, yeah, like you said, we just been chilling. I'm alright.
Okay.
I got my little gig. I got a little gig now. You know.
You got a little gig,
Got a
something
little
on the
gig.
side.
Yeah. I've
Well,
been busting
you
it
got a little
down.
more than a gig. A little bit more than that, huh? that come with a lot of benefits.
The gig is the gig.
The gig is the gig. Yeah, they got some perks, some benefits. You know, little extracurriculars.
I could reach over and grab one of the perks of it, but I ain't gonna do it.
not the perk. We talking about different kind of perks.
Oh no, not the what? I have never popped a perk, but a Zan, yes. But no, for real though.
Oh my god,
I fuck with it. I'm a server, so like this is the first time I've ever been a server in my life. So like,
I was just about to ask you that.
it's super fun. I like
Really?
I like it. I
That's
never
dope.
thought I would like it because I don't really like people, but I deal with a lot of tourists,
Well.
so like I'll never see these people again. And a
That's
lot of
true.
times it's just getting over the initial when you first start. It's getting over the initial anxiety of just dealing with random people. Like I've had assholes
Yeah.
already, but it's like I really don't give a fuck. The only thing that really pissed me off is when I don't get a tip. That's the only thing that pissed me off. That's it. Anything else about the job is mad easy, mad relaxed. Manager's
Right.
cool, crew's cool.
That's the important part. You got good management, good staff. Then you can work the rest of the shit out.
Yeah, like it really come down to my job just is really dealing with people. It really doesn't matter. And a lot of times it's really not even, it's a no brain thing. You just doing what they want you to do. Like they tell
Yeah.
you what they want and you just go get it.
Yep, here's what they want. I'm gonna go get what they want.
I'm gonna bring it back.
Bring
I'm
it
gonna
over to
smile.
them.
I'm gonna joke. I'm gonna earn my little 15, 18, 20%. And then y'all gonna go about y'all day, go to Disney World,
There we
SeaWorld,
go.
and Universal, and I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna go home with a fat
Oh,
ass
yeah,
wad
you
of
ha-
cash.
I keep forgetting you around all the touristy shit, so that ain't a bad spot to be in, actually.
Like I said, I could reach over and grab one of the perks of this job, and I was shocked my first week of working there at what I was able to accomplish.
Well, that's good, but we gonna keep that off of the video
'cause-
screen.
Correct. The IRS is watching, so
Yeah, shout out to
Hey,
the
Uncle-
IRS.
what up, Uncle Sam?
I got.
I don't make
got
that
some,
much money at all.
I got some beef with y'all too, if you're listening. But we'll
I make like $5.
we'll address that. Yeah, okay. shit, I make $5 too, but according to them, the numbers came back a little different. I didn't quite agree.
You forgot a number. You forgot a couple digits.
I didn't quite agree with their assessment, so we gonna have to have a conversation.
5.
Yeah, so
5,000.
like, well, where do you think I'm getting this? I don't understand. Oh my god, man. Fuck, I have topics, and we ain't been here a while, so I figure instead of just trying to segue into some shit, let's just fucking dive in. Let's just jump straight into the waters, shark infested waters, and just go for it, man.
All right, let's
go.
You
ready?
I'm ready.
Okay,
bro.
cool.
What you got?
Deshaun Watson.
Okay.
Right.
Quarterback.
Well, okay.
Right?
Quarterback.
Texas.
Let me give some quick background for those who may not be aware.
That's your part of the, that's your neck of the woods, right?
Yeah, that's my neck of the woods. You know, out here, hometown. Deshaun Watson, Houston Texans quarterback, phenomenal player. One of the best quarterbacks in the league. Some say second to only Patrick Mahomes. I would agree with that, but you could say top 3, top 4, and fucking elite quarterback, right?
Y'all boys act like Tom Brady don't exist. Go ahead, bro.
Anyways, so he recently, first he requested a trade from the Houston Texans because the Houston Texans ain't shit, and they're never gonna win anything. Speaking as a Houston Texans fan, and shortly after that, it was uncovered that there were several women who claimed sexual harassment, misconduct, whatever. I don't know the exact word to say in that particular. Basically, that there was some sexual misconduct amongst a group of women. Right? I think the number was it got up to 23 or something like that. It was a lot of women, basically. And it kind of seemed to be coming and run right after the other, piling up after this happened. So that happened. This was months ago that this initially popped off. But I'll bring it up now because since that, there's been ongoing investigations and whatnot. We haven't really heard anything about it at all. And I just think that's kind of weird because this was a very high-profile quarterback. Obviously, anything Deshaun Watson does will make the news because, like I said, he's an elite quarterback in the NFL. So anything he does is fucking news. So it was big news when it popped off. But since then, it's kind of just been. And I do want to say, as soon as the allegations came out, him and his team came out and said, "Look, that shit is false. I'm not that type of dude. I'm not guilty of any of this, and we're gonna work to clear our name." So that was what they said right out the gate. And so, like I said, since then, every update that has been surrounding this situation hasn't really been an advancement. It's just kind of oh, hey, this woman is upset at the case. Some shit that really doesn't say anything. Where it's what's happening? Is there a criminal case? Is there a civil case? What the fuck is going on? So I just want to know. So while you over there with your head in your hands, what you got to say?
Because this is icky. This is you said we going into shark infested waters.
That's what I said. Yeah.
We was not joking. So okay. Mm-hmm. So first and foremost, protect women. Any kind of sexual assault and harassment is inappropriate.
Okay, can I stop you right there? Because I don't.
No. I want to preface this with that, just because I want to say that it doesn't look right. It just doesn't look right. It don't feel right hearing all of these different facts. Mm-hmm. It's just this is one of those things where I feel like the public is never really gonna know.
That's true.
And then on another level, really, it just seems like they're gonna end up settling. So what I foresee happening is something he gets signed somewhere else, so he gets a big contract, and then he ends up having to deal with the legal repercussions and the financial repercussions of all of these fucking accusers. You said 23? That's a lot of fucking money, because I guarantee you they're not gonna be asking for no chump change.
Of course not.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, the game is the fucking game. The system is always the system. We were talking about it last episode or the episode before that. It's all nasty. If he did that shit is gross. If he didn't do it, then this is all super gross. It's super gross either way, but it's just like I don't want to wrap my head around. Like you said, this is somebody who is top probably 3, 4 in the NFL. In terms of his position. So, like, you just don't want to see a successful black man have to go through this, because we looked at Bill Cosby as whatever, and he ended up going home, and people felt away because of that shit, but we all still know that he really did. So, it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of that going on, like, where black men of affluence end up in these peculiar situations with very little facts that are, like, exposed to the public. And so it's just, like... It's icky. It's an icky topic. That's why, like you said, it's shark infested waters, because it's dangerous. Like, you can, you say the wrong thing about this shit, and you trend it on Twitter. But that shit don't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter, and I get, like, I'm not afraid of that. I really don't care. But that's the thing. Like, I'm not that person. I don't really have a reaction, because I want to see what ends up really happening. Like,
well, but see, that's the whole reason I bring this up, right? Because. And I'm not sitting here acting like I have all the facts either, right? Because at the end of the day, like you said, we'll probably never really know 100% what really happened, if anything happened, right? And so the reason why I wanted to stop you at the beginning, because, the whole protect women, protect black women, like, I understand that. We all understand that. I don't feel like we should have... That's what I'm saying. I don't like having to preface everything with that as if what I'm saying goes against that, because I'm not saying anything against that. I'm just speaking from a logical standpoint, right? Like, I'm not speaking for or against anybody. I'm just saying, like, well, hold the fuck on, like, because this shit can come out and then we're already demonizing and tearing this man down before we even have any concrete, a concrete story together, evidence, a case, anything. Everybody's just kind of assuming, or it's like guilty but until proven innocent type thing. You see what I'm saying? And I don't like that, because I feel like we owe everybody, the chance to get proven guilty. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, that's how the shit works. Like, if you're gonna come out and say that I did these things, well, like, fuck, is that all you got to do to ruin my name and ruin my values? Like, no, you gotta say, you gotta come with something more than that.
He has to live with that stigma for the rest of his life. I'm trying to
exactly, whether it comes out true or not, he's gonna have to live with that. And then the fact that he's been upset with the franchise, requested trade, and the timing of it, that now that I've requested a trade, now all these accusations are coming against me. The lawyer that is seeing a lot of these cases with these women is buddy with the owner of the franchise, or the interim owner, because the Bob McNair passed away. So I think it's his son running it now. It's just a lot of it just looks nasty, and I don't like assuming a whole lot of shit one way or the other before we even know everything. And I feel like we do that so quick with black men in media, to where we don't even really give them a chance. And then this is the part that kills me, because it can come out, like, you'll only see, like, you're not gonna see no big headlines, like, if he comes out innocent, right? There'll just be a one quick little article, and then it'll go under the rug. And then everybody who was, demonizing him, tearing him down, will be like, oh, well, it's still protect women and everything. Where it's like, no. You don't get to do that, because you spend X amount of months shitting on this man's name, doing this, that, and the other. And then when it comes out that you was wrong because you jumped the gun, then it's just like, oh well, I'm still gonna believe women. It's like, no, you have to take accountability for that shit, of you not fully understanding the situation and just choosing to believe based in ignorance. So, and I'm not saying,
and here's
claim he's innocent and all this either. I'm saying, well, hello, look, we don't know nothing about this. Let's just leave it alone.
Here's where the believing women line, I feel like, has to get drawn. something happens between a man and a woman, at a party, in an alley, at a bar, club, etc., 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 in an Uber, whatever. If there's an accusation, I think we should be inclined to believe the woman first until more details come out. Because men have a history of being that way, just in general, right? Like men are are generally the aggressors. They're the aggravators.
That's true.
Especially
100%.
when they're being accused of doing that.
Right.
So
and that's understood.
Let's take the steps to see if it really happened or not. DNA tests if you need to. If there's markings, you got pictures, or whatever. You go to the hospital, you get the examination that you have to get, and everything turns out, yeah, this nigga was a creep. That's when you get to say, see, this is why we believe women. Now, when it's so blurry, this situation, Meg Thee Stallion and Tory, when it gets so muddy, you shouldn't be so one-sided. You got to be able to peel it back. Because I remember being a huge proprietor saying, like, fuck that nigga, like, that shit is gross. Like, I don't even want to hear about nobody having no guns out by no women. But it's just like, first of all, I don't care. I can choose to not listen to the nigga music. That's just my personal thing. But overall, I really don't. There's nothing going on with that case, and it's looking like he didn't do it. So, hey, my bad. I didn't know.
But who's gonna say that?
Nobody.
That's
Nobody.
my problem.
People are afraid to say shit like that, but I don't get why. I mean, it's the facts of the matter. All we have been led to believe was kind of false.
Yeah, but people are afraid to say it because people gonna kill you for having a different opinion or taking a different stance.
I still feel bad that she got shot. I just wish that.
Of course, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Listen, I'm not saying that you're not saying that. What I'm saying is, me personally, I just feel bad that she ended up in a situation where either she got shot, stepped on some glass, whatever the fuck happened. I feel bad that a pretty woman was hurt in a whatever kind of situation. I wish her the best, and then that's the trauma that comes with whatever happened that night.
No, absolutely, absolutely.
I feel bad for that, but that's literally like that's all I can really do until I have the full picture. Because I'm an outsider, I don't know I wasn't there, so
yeah. I feel like we put too much.
Not that you were saying something else.
I feel like we put too much responsibility on ourselves, like we have any stake in the matter.
Yeah, like we were there or we know them.
Like,
or...
yeah, like, and then I feel like people throw that phrase like, "Oh, protect black women, believe black women," or it's like, why is saying one thing does not automatically mean the opposite, right? Like if I'm saying, well, hold on, well, like, can we understand a little bit more of what happened? I'm not saying, oh, fuck Meg, oh, fuck the woman that's accusing Deshaun Watson, right? I'm not saying it. I'm just saying, well, let's get a clear picture. Like in that same example, you use woman behind the alley or something like that, right? And she says, this man assaulted me. The proper response is, okay, well, let's look into this. Let's investigate. Let's see what happened. Let's not put out 2,000 fucking press releases saying, oh shit, Deshaun Watson raped 20 women or Tory Lanez shot Meg. And then at the very bottom in the last sentence, the small print was like, still looking for more details. It's just like, well, just say y'all don't know nothing yet.
They're just allegations. There are no facts.
Yeah, or don't say anything. How about that? Don't say anything until we get to a point where it's like we've done all the research, we've collected all the evidence, and this is what we determined to have happened based on the facts, not based off of the celebrity or opinion or whoever wants to sway the public opinion, whichever way or the other. Like just what happened. Let's cut all that. What's the word? What's the word? Virtue signaling bullshit. And just like cut it out, man. What are we doing?
So like you pointed out as well that a lot of times it's guilty until proven innocent, and it's another public figure that's scrutinized heavily, Joe Budden. They interviewed Grant Williams. Grant Williams is the brother of Ghostface Killer. Okay, and he went to jail for a murder that he did not commit. He was in jail for 25 years. Yeah. For a murder that he did not commit, and they interviewed him. And he talked about how he went to school. He ended up going to school in prison, getting degrees and then learning law and then, looking up these cases and being able to coordinate with lawyers and everything else and get himself out. And it's the same. He was talking about that same mentality where it's literally you feel as though as a black person in the system, you feel is guilty until proven innocent, whether that be public opinion, the court's opinion, anything system related. It's always going to be in favor of the opposition to you, like no matter what. And it feels like that's what keeps happening. And that's why I feel like I feel like when R. Kelly got caught the first time back in the day and got off, niggas were kind of like, we know he's a fucking weirdo, but he means too much, and for him to go through that kind of system is whatever. But now, because everybody is so sensitive, it's like, no, we gotta they wrapped him up quick. They got him out of there. He was one of the first ones. Like, no, famous, black, rich, a lot to lose. Yeah, you're definitely gone. And he was moving very loosely with whatever the fuck he was doing. So he got people making docs and everything else. So it is what it is. The system is the system. The game is always going to be the game. The gig is the gig. It's gross and it's not right. But we got to wait till we see what actually happened with everything.
I could not agree more. I mean, that's really all I'm saying at the end of the day. Is just the assumptions and the clickbait headlines and the whole
money.
virtue, and the whole and then just on the social side, the whole virtue signaling of like, you still listen to Tory Lanez, canceled. Oh, I can't fuck with you if you still think about XYZ. And it's just like, well, I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm not just gonna think this just because you want me to think this. I want to know the truth. I want to wait for more information before I make a judgment. I'm not saying one way or the other. And just because I'm not immediately jumping on the bandwagon doesn't make me a shitty person.
Yep.
And honestly, fuck y'all, you feel about it. That's it. That's it.
I agree. We all, opinions are like assholes. We all got one. And if you don't like some shit, that doesn't mean that I have to not like it as well. And vice versa. That's how the world works. People just gotta. I learned that this generation. I think you were talking about it last week or the week before, or whatever. I think it was the last one, where like this generation is so like impatient, and
entitled.
They're impatient. They're entitled. They're sensitive. There's a lot of different words I can use to describe them as a whole. And like, don't get me wrong, I love humans in general. Like I'm a people person. Like I like people. I like how humans have evolved thus far. But we have to really like tighten up. That's all.
Yeah.
That's it.
We do.
Tighten up. That's it. You can't cry over every bump and bruise in life, and you can't be so outraged by other people's actions, because you're allowing people to enter your grace and your personal bubble. Like, you can't let people cloud your mental space like that. That shit is all fodder. Like, it's all fluff and bullshit for entertainment purposes. If we keep it at face value for what it is, which is entertainment, we can all just be okay. And you can have an opinion about it and share it, but when somebody has an opposing opinion, there's a way you can handle that. Whether they're a dickhead or not is up to you on how you handle that. You can just ignore people.
Yeah, you literally can.
You can ignore people. You can just not say nothing. You don't have to get so emotionally charged up about every goddamn thing. That's all. And being sensitive, I don't want it to come across either. Like, having emotions and expressing your emotions is fine. I'm a big proprietor of that. I do that. But at the end of the day, man, you gotta just reel it in. Yeah. Stay solid. You can't. My dad always explained to me like this: you have a square, right? Like, you as a person, you have your square. Don't let somebody knock you off your square. Very simple. Very simple. Don't go outside your square. Don't. Yeah. You are capable of doing whatever you want to do within your square, but just don't let people knock it. Don't let people. That's like when you win. Like it's the same thing. Don't get too high. Don't get too low when you win or when you lose. It's the same. It's the same thing. Just keep your composure.
Yeah, just
Act
stay
like you've been
stay
somewhere
level.
before.
Yeah, just keep your shit together, man. That's all
it.
you gotta do.
Tighten up.
That's it.
Tighten up.
And you know what? On that same, I'm gonna go ahead and segue us to our next topic. But it's in the same realm though. Just talk about like entitlement and people just needing to tighten up and get their shit together, right? I don't know if you heard this story with Dr. Dre and his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
You heard about it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. So basically, what's going on there is Dr. Dre's one of Dr. Dre's daughters basically went to the media and was complaining about Dr. Dre, saying that he cut her off. She's homeless now. She don't got nowhere to go, and basically throwing him under the bus, right? And people, for the most part, ran with it. It seems like they were saying like, "Wow, you're a billionaire. Your daughter, your daughter needs help. You should reach out to her. You should, make sure she's good." That was everything I was seeing on the timeline. But what do you have thoughts on that? What's your take? I'll let you go first.
It's one of those things, bro. That's a family matter. It's not our business. There could be years and years of personal trauma between those two that we have no idea about.
Well, the funny thing about that is we do have some idea about it because this has been public for a while.
I haven't been keeping up with Dre and his daughter, but
no, I haven't been keeping up with it. But like, it's shit like this between them has happened multiple times.
Oh well, then clearly she needs to either you gotta want shit in life. You can't just have shit handed to you. You gotta show him some stick-to-itiveness. Dre is a hard worker, bro.
Why is that so hard for people to understand?
His whole life, he's not gonna respect you if you own drugs or alcohol and you just lazy and want a handout. He's not gonna give you shit. He's a very hard. I would imagine he's a very hard individual, meaning hard like
get off your ass and do some shit.
Yeah, like just fucking work for it. And you don't have to, and I would imagine you wouldn't have to work too hard.
I know, no, that is the part that's killing me about this whole thing, because you could do literally anything and have the support. If you're just showing something, a little small spark of something.
Start a clothing line.
It's easy shit, right? But
I'm a fucking boutique or something, bro. It's not hard.
It's really not, bro. But I'm gonna read some of the article to give a little bit of context here, right? So the headline says Dr. Dre's oldest daughter, LaTanya Young, says she's homeless and living out her car. You know what? I'm gonna read the whole thing. It's not long. I'm gonna read the whole thing, and then you'll kind of, if you're smart, you'll kind of see where this is going. All right, so here it is. So Dr. Dre's oldest daughter says she's homeless and living out of her car despite repeated pleas for help for her music mogul father. LaTanya Young, who works for DoorDash and Uber Eats as a delivery driver, said in a new interview that she hasn't received money from the Beats founder in a year and a half. "My kids are staying with friends. They are not living in the car. It's just me. I'm taking odd jobs just to make money now. I got paid $15 an hour as an assembler at the warehouse. I'm trying to keep my head above water. I've been in debt for a while." LaTanya is Dr. Dre's daughter with Lisa Johnson, from whom he split when LaTanya was 5 years old. She claims she hasn't seen the music producer born in 18 years and can only communicate with him via his team. LaTanya says she fears losing her rental car because she can't afford the payments after moving to California from Las Vegas in search of better work. "The car is a pretty penny," she explained. "It's an SUV that costs about $2,300 for 3 weeks, but I only pay for 1 week. Sooner or later, they're going to take the car." LaTanya admitted that Dre has given her money in the past, but he stopped in January of 2020. His lawyer said that "my dad doesn't want to help me because I've spoken about him in the press," adding, "I feel like I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. I'm just trying to get to communicate with him to see if he wants to talk to his grandkids." And that's it. Which clearly... there's one more part. I'll read this. Another pain point for LaTanya was the news that his ex-wife is set to get almost $300,000 a month from Dre as part of the divorce settlement. It's embarrassing because people are looking at me wondering why. What has Nicole got that my mom should have? What has Nicole got that my mom doesn't? That's it. A lot to unpack there, I know. I'll let you get your thoughts together, and come up with what you want to come up with. But let me just start with a couple things, right? You're Dr. Dre's daughter, right?
This shit is not funny, but it's like
no, it's funny. I don't feel sorry for her. I'm sorry.
I do. Okay, a little bit of context. I feel a little bit. I feel a little bit. I see where she's coming from. I hope. I'm gonna shoot her some bail. So go ahead, bro.
All right,
some
bro,
bail, not a lot, but some.
Let me break this down, right? So, parents split when they were young. You don't see him in real life. I think this is his first daughter. So this was like around the time shit wasn't nice, right? Shit was rough. But okay, cool, whatever. You work for Uber Eats and DoorDash. Cool, whatever. Not knocking it.
Not cool and not whatever. Go ahead.
Listen, I'm trying to be nice. That's me being nice. Cause that's about the only bail she's gonna get from me about this whole shit.
I'm gonna give her more. I'm gonna give her more bail than you. So go ahead.
Okay, well, hey, I'll leave that to you because it ain't coming from me. She taking odd jobs and shit. Now let me get to the good part, right? Okay, she's homeless, moved from California to Vegas in search of better work, right? Homeless, living out her car. Car, how much is the car? $2,300 for 3 weeks. That's like what, like $800 a week for a rental car? What car are you renting? Why are you renting a car for $800 a week? Why don't you go lease a fucking car, buy a car, get some fucking cash car that you can keep, not have to worry about fucking making payments every week? What the fuck are we doing? And then, this is the part that a lot of people skipped over. She admitted that Dre has been giving her money. So he has been funding her bullshit this entire time, but got fed up in January of last year and was like, I'm not going to keep giving you money and you going to keep fucking it off working for Uber Eats and DoorDash. What the fuck are you doing? Got 4 kids. What the fuck are you doing? And his lawyer said,
I'm trying not to laugh, bro, because this shit is crazy.
Bro, like, I'm not making this shit up.
Kids. I know, but bro, like, this shit is.
Bro, I feel bad for you to a point, but when you don't feel bad for yourself is when I stop giving a fuck.
It's not funny because it's their personal shit. Like, that's why I'm trying not to laugh.
But this is why crazy. I don't, because she keeps putting their personal shit out there.
And shit. Like, God, you fix my goddamn. I just fuck my posture up,
bro. And then he said, she said that the lawyer said my dad won't talk to me because I've spoken about him in the press. So this is a little bit what I was talking about when I say that this has been going on for a long time.
So you go back to the press.
Fam. What the fuck are we doing? Because she's come out a couple times before talking down on his name before, saying like, oh, he's not shit and stuff like that in the press. And you're depending on this man for a living because he's giving you money. That came out of your mouth. We didn't say that. You said, you confirmed he's been giving you money. But what have you been doing with it? You didn't start no clothing line.
Man,
you could have been a Fashion Nova partner. Yeah, like you could have hit a Rihanna, get a Fenty.
Yo,
Fenty
Pops,
ambassador.
I got an idea. I'm gonna buy the McDonald's on the strip. Give me a loan to buy it and I'll have it paid off in X amount of years.
He probably wouldn't. But see, the crazy part is he probably wouldn't have even loaned it to her. He probably would have just bought her the McDonald's because I guarantee you,
how much money that would make her?
That's what I'm saying. But over the course of however many years that this has been going on, I'm sure he's given her excess of $1 million in totality.
She is just not a businesswoman. Clearly,
she's not a smart woman. Fuck business. You ain't got to be that smart to open a McDonald's or something. Like, just pay the money.
I mean,
the
that's
shit
so
sells
simple,
itself.
but that's so simple. That's so simple, stupid that I don't. I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
But I'm saying
that's
if you
not. Not everybody is thinking like that. You know, like not we have formal educations. We have X Y Z. La. But she could be from somewhere where she ain't have all of that and X Y Z.
She ain't from nowhere worse than Dre from.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that
you got a point.
that don't
once again,
that don't move me.
I got a gun full of bail. I'm shooting a bunch
But
of bail.
it's
All right,
like
you ready?
I
Because
can't
I got
feel
my
bad.
shit together now. I'm ready. I can
Hold
tell
on,
you.
I think it's one more thing.
One
I think
more.
it's one
Go
more
ahead.
thing.
Get it off.
All right.
I'm about to give
Because
her a
that don't you say sooner or later. I just can't fathom the entitlement of this whole thing because it's like, and I'm looking at this from the perspective of if I'm Dr. Dre, right?
right.
And I'm giving this girl money all the time. She always talking shit about me in the press, but fuck it, whatever. That's my daughter. I'm still giving her money. And then it gets to a point where like I'm opening my fucking Zelle, I'm opening my Cash App, I'm typing in her number, and I'm just like, the fuck is she gonna do with this? Why am I still doing this? This girl, she done tore me up in the press multiple times. She don't do shit with the money that I do give her. She always stuck in the same spot. Yeah, and like you said, I do feel bad for the kids, right? Because at the end of the day, the kids are gonna suffer from this too.
As
But
a grandfather, though, you can take the kid. Never mind.
that's messy. That's messy.
No, it ain't.
But it is though, because
I know people.
You know,
in
there's
my
a whole
family,
lot of-
something that happened in my family, and yes, you know what? It is messy, but
that's very messy.
Sometimes, and on that level though, to go from fucking with the DoorDash lady to the nigga who worked with Apple, like, come on, fam, it's a no brainer.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, I mean,
As
at
a
the end of the day,
grandfather,
the
you would
kids.
do that?
It depends. It depends. But that's why I say it's tough because, like, in this particular situation, like, it's just one of those things where it just seemed like, look, your mama, she just don't want to do nothing. Like, I can't do nothing about that. So, like, what do you want me to do? Like, yeah, you could look at it from a perspective of, okay, I could take the kids, they could come with me. Well, she said the kids are staying with family members currently, so I don't know who they're staying with.
Not him,
But, no, not him.
because they would say
But-
they're with him.
Yeah, and then this whole story will have a whole different tone.
They're literally.
But whether they are or not, like, that's not even the point. The point is like, what are we doing from here? Right? And then at the end, this is where I get entitlement and bitterness from this, because she brought up the fact that he has to pay $300,000 to his ex-wife for the divorce shit. And then she was like, well, what does my mom not get? Well, it's like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything?
With an entirely new marriage.
Yeah, this is a whole new situation. Like, yeah, okay, well, me and your mom, we had you, but I paid child support for while you were... Oh, shit. No. I'm sorry. This is the most important detail of the story that I've left out. This woman is 37. 37 years old. So she's past 18 years old. Shit, she passed another 18 years old. And then is still in this mindset of, I need shit handed to me.
This nigga said she passed 18 years old.
She passed 18s. Because I was about to say, he may have paid however much child support for her and then kept giving her money after the fact, but that's been over with. And this nigga was still giving you money well into your 30s. That's all I got to say, man. Go ahead.
All right. The only
37.
Here's the only bail. I'm gonna start with love. The only bail I'm gonna shoot her is she's been working. At a factory, that's hard work. I can identify.
No. That's
She's
an
at a
odd
warehouse.
job.
At a
That was not a
warehouse?
job.
Time out.
She was-
I'm not gonna let you do that. A warehouse job means
But
she
she didn't
probably
say
was
it-
working through like a fucking temp service at some warehouse doing bullshit work, being underpaid and treated
You know
like
what?
shit.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Okay,
I'll let you have.
This is the only bail. Let me give it to her.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm
those
sorry.
jobs are shitty. The pay is shitty. The hours are shitty. So she's been working, and then that's why she probably transitioned into Uber Eats and DoorDash, because you make probably about the same if you live in a certain area. But
With the rental car.
But this is where the bail stops. You need to get an actual car. You need to take, instead of paying $2,300 every 3 weeks, wait 6 weeks, take that for $4,600 and get a regular car.
I mean, I didn't think like.
Then you can trap it out, whatever. Get you a little apartment. It's not gonna be pretty.
No, it damn sure ain't.
It is not gonna be pretty, especially if you're living in Vegas. It's not gonna be pretty. You're gonna have to run it the fuck up. You're gonna be trapper of the year out that goddamn DoorDash or Uber Eats. You're gonna become the president of Uber Eats fucking around.
Yeah.
You do that until you get some shit for your space. Then you get a regular job or something. And then you see, okay, but this right here has to happen outside of Dr. Dre. You can't talk to the media about it.
All of this has to happen outside of him.
You can't talk to the media about it. You can't bitch about it to your family members. You can't talk about it to Kiki and them. You can't talk about it to Uncle Jerome. You can't talk about it to none of them. You have to just take accountability, handle what you need to handle for your kids' sake, and then you open the door for a discussion with him about maybe getting a better job opportunity. Now you have more experience, more working experience that you can bring to him and say, okay, I know I've worked in these fields, but I can help you in this way. Or I want to now open up a McDonald's, or I want to fucking buy this or this and this. And you can come to him with actual business propositions, is basically what I'm saying. But you have to work your way back into that grace, because you've been fucking it up, sweetheart, for I don't know how many years now. Especially with literally when you said the reason that you're telling the media that he's not fucking with you is because you've been talking to the media and you're telling it to them.
You come right back to the media.
You can't do that. You gotta.
You can't make that shit up.
Yo, pride and ego is a son of a bitch to conquer, but you have to take your time and just work on yourself and grant yourself that grace. Give yourself time to evolve a little bit. She's 37, so you're gonna be working till you 60 something. This is not gonna be an overnight process. You could probably get peep. It's what? It's August. You could get a car. Like I said, in 6 weeks, that's a month. So by October, by October, you can have a car. And then by October, November, December, January. October, November, December, January, February, March. I would say by March, you should have enough money saved up. A little 6 month stretch of bare necessities, budgeting, hard work, saving every paycheck and tip that you get. Yeah. 6 months, you can get yourself a little apartment somewhere. And then, like I said, it's not gonna be pretty, but you're gonna have something saved up. And you'll be able to pay. You'll be able to pay your car note and then move in after that.
Or even you can just thug it out in a car. Like if you go just buy a car and you really want to thug it out and just save some money and live in the car, then you can do that.
As long as the kids is cool, bro. Do what you have to do to get out of your situation.
But accountability is the big word there, because we pointing fingers every single direction. But no, we gotta start telling people this is your fucking fault. You are here because you don't know what the fuck you're doing, and you're always looking for somebody to bail you out of the fucking situation. And that's really, I think, what Dre has reached the point of, because it's like, fam, I'm constantly bailing you out. You haven't learned shit. You haven't grown up at all. You don't have any life skills whatsoever.
Let's take it a step further. Where do children get entitlement from?
Probably from a lot of places.
But where's the main source of entitlement usually come from? What's the cause of it? Would you agree that it's parenting?
Is it parenting? I mean, it could be.
How else would they feel entitled? How else? It's what their parents have been telling them their whole lives.
Okay.
So now let's take a little bit more onus off of her for how her mental state. Mm-hmm. What has her mother been telling her whole life about Dre?
That's probably yeah. No, that's probably a big part
What does
of
she
it.
know about the relationship between Dre and her mother?
Mm-hmm.
What does Dre tell her about her mother? What does she choose to believe? What does she know for a fact? What does she see with her own eyes? Because I know I don't want to say no crazy shit, but like Dre, he have like some domestic abuse shit.
I don't think that was with her though.
Okay,
that was
well,
with the
just regardless.
Yeah, that was with the other lady.
Regardless, she could have seen something. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put that on him, but you could, there's real life shit that could have happened that could make her feel that way, and now you're entitled to feel that way. You feel me?
Well, everybody's entitled to their feelings.
And then when that entitlement seed is planted, this is what it could grow into 37 years later, 35 years later, 30 years later. It's resentment. It's confusion. It's disillusionment. It's what do you call it? Feeling displaced. It's a lot of different. It could be. She could really have some PTSD and some serious bipolar. She
100% could. She 100% could. I don't want to downplay that, but I'm still sticking on what I said of that we all need to take accountability for that because at some point. Get help. Yeah, at some point, we all have to take a step back and realize that we're grown fucking adults and nobody is coming to save us. So whatever happens from this point forward is solely up to me. And if I'm fucked up, I need to figure out why I'm fucked up and get that shit fixed.
And fix it.
Right? I can't keep looking back and saying, oh, you didn't do this, blah, 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 and so now my life is shit. No. Fix that shit. What do you, like... Because once you fix that, then you can go back and mend certain things. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Once you fix that, you can go back and mend things that went awry in the past, and y'all can even be better in the future because of that, right?
And because
what you're doing, I want to see it too. But because what you're doing now is not smart. It's just not smart.
That's your dad.
You're paying $800 a week for a car to do DoorDash and Uber Eats. You're not gonna profit off of that.
Dre could buy you a Tesla right now.
That's just not smart. That's
that
math.
Up. But you fucked that up. Dre could buy you a Benz right now to try to do your Uber Eatsing, and you fucked that up. He would buy your ass a goddamn Tesla, so you're not spending money on gas. You see what happens when you focus on things outside of like material value, because what she's bitching about is not being supported financially. It's not really like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and she feels like that's the root of their actual relationship issues. When it's no, that's not it. You and your mama is crazy. And you keep hounding me for shit, and I give you shit, and then you take it for granted, and now you look at me like the bad guy. What do you want me to do?
Very simple question.
You want me to fund you until you crash out?
Because that's what's gonna happen, right? Like
I could give you $300,000 every month. That's not gonna. If you don't know what to do with it, you'll never get anywhere.
Right, and then how many times do you see these people who, whether they win the lotto, whether they have rich parents or a big trust fund, whatever it is, they get these large amounts of money, but no direction,
rappers, new athletes.
Yeah, bro, it's tired, and it happens every fucking day. These people have no guidance. They don't have any idea how to move, and so that shit just it ends up going to nothing because there's nothing to substantiate it personally. And so what good is it gonna do? So honestly, I have to save you from yourself by not giving you any money. That's me saving you from yourself.
Love.
Because you're not headed down a good path. You're 37, you have 4 kids. You got to get your shit together.
Simple.
Bottom line, you got to get your shit together.
I can't save you from you.
No, I can't.
You have to get out of your own way.
I can't.
There's a lot of little cliche things that you could say to that person. Because
I can't save you from you. Right, like I can't save you from you, but I can stop contributing to your demise.
Let's say, let me put it like this: at a factory, at a warehouse job. Have you ever worked in like a warehouse or a factory?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so let me tell you, weekly you'll probably make about $450 on the low end.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay, Simple math. $900 every 2 weeks. Every month.
For taxes.
For taxes. Every month, that's $1,800. Divided by 3, that's 6. That's, you take your little 6 off, about $1,200. But you make probably a little bit more than that. So about $1,400 after taxes, right? Every month.
Yeah.
2 months, $2,800. You can keep going. You know where I'm going with this. All it takes is a little bit of planning, a little bit of budgeting, a little bit of roughing it.
Shit, go Section 8 food stamps. Like what?
They have programs for shit like that.
Like, come on, man. What are we doing?
It's not hard to, especially as a woman. They love giving women food stamps, WIC.
Honestly.
All of that shit. They love giving fucking
And having
assistance.
kids like automatically qualifies you for a lot of that shit. So it's like,
and all you need is a legal job. Now you get money on your taxes. Like there's a lot of different ways to generate some revenue.
Bro,
Just
and
some.
even like let's put this like in this economy right now, today, right? Post pandemic, well, not even really post pandemic, but like
we're in the pandemic 2.0.
We're in the pandemic, right? People's giving a lot of free money and shit away. There are so many open jobs that people are literally begging people to come and work in these places. I'm not talking about high level jobs that you need degrees and shit for. I'm talking about regular, decent paying jobs where you can make like 40, 50, 60K annually. These niggas are begging people like, fam, please come work here. We will pay you.
I got one for you. There are 18-year-old girls, 17-year-old girls that I know from Milwaukee that have lash businesses. They have hair businesses. They have their fucking esthetician. What do you call it? Esthetician.
Yeah, the esthetician license. Yeah.
They do makeup. They do hair. They do nails. And they make more money than niggas that. So.
Because women pay for that shit.
Every woman needs their nails done. Every woman needs their hair done. Every woman wears makeup. If you just take 2 seconds to think about where you at, who you are, what you like. 18-year-old girls, 17 in high school, with businesses fully blown, bro. They selling. I just met a chick down here. She sell Jello shots and drinks and shit. You know, little Capri Sun pouches with custom liquors and all of that good shit. Just think. That's it.
Yeah, it's not hard.
Or talk to somebody who knows.
But
like your dad. Fucker. Like what?
The thing is, but it's like, that's great and you can do that. But I'm not even saying you got to do all that.
That's not even hard though. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's I would do.
But it's not. But that's easy, and I'm telling you to do something easier. I'm telling you, there's people literally begging people to come here, and we'll hire you today. You can start tomorrow.
Walmart.
And it's no, I'm not even talking about Walmart. I'm talking about
I'm just saying. I'm just throwing like Walmart.
Like it's so many people. Like I haven't. My wife, she works in HR of her job, right? Mm-hmm. And then she does a lot of fairs and shit. You know, where a lot of different companies. They come and they do job fairs and shit because everybody's trying to hire people, right? Mm-hmm. And she'll be talking to a lot of people, and they're like, "Yo, we can't hire nobody. Nobody wants to work. Like, wait, we're looking for people." And these are like, I'm talking about like, you know, clerk positions for like, you know, your office assistants, you know, desk type jobs and shit. Or even like, I would love to do. Yeah, even like technical shit to where you don't need like training for, but they just train you on the job and you get it. And these are decent paying jobs. Like you can make a solid living off. Like I said, 40, 50, 60K, depending on which jobs these are. And they're like, we can't hire anybody. Like there's not enough people applying for these jobs. We just have all these openings and nobody's applying. So that's when people tell me this shit like that, and like where it's like, oh, I'm down bad. I don't have no money. I'm like, fam, if you don't got no money right now, it's because you're not trying.
Get an LLC and get a PPP loan.
I mean, look, she could probably finesse it too because her dad, Dr. Dre. So she like, nah, I'm trying to get this business off the ground and shit. I got expenses. Like
now, it's not even your dad's money anymore that you fucking around with. So now you really good.
Yeah, but she probably gonna fuck that off too, and then have to pay it back.
Oh yeah, Sam gonna beat that ass.
And then now you in jail for tax fraud and shit. And then now what?
Yeah, I probably shouldn't suggest the PPP loan to the person that's DoorDashing out the Kia that
let's
she
get your business plan first, and then we'll get the PPP loan. How about that? Yeah.
Bro, this nigga is doing DoorDash. This nigga is doing DoorDash out of a fucking Cadillac Escalade with a sleeping bag in the fucking trunk.
Oh my god, man! How you doing DoorDash at a loss? What are you doing,
motherfucker? Oh my god!
It's like I need to go spend $3,000 a month to make $2,500.
That's the DoorDash lady too. When you say drop it off at the door, she still ring your doorbell, stand out there with your shit, and then want to have an interaction, trying to get a tip. Oh, I got you some extra napkins.
Some extra napkins.
I got bounty.
Do what the fuck I said and leave my shit at the door.
And get back in your fucking 2020 Ford Bronco and get the fuck out of my driveway.
Oh my God.
Why is she running a Ford Expedition, a 2021? $800 a week? What car? What SUV?
Fam, I don't know. It just says it's an SUV. It doesn't say what model or nothing. But
I don't
whatever
know the
fucking model it is just.
I don't know the rent-a-car
You don't
market.
need it. You don't need it.
This shit stressing me out. I gotta roll up, bro. We out of here, right? This is the last one we got for today.
Yeah. I think we hit time for today. So that was. I think we fed the streets enough.
We fed the streets.
I'm getting worked up. My throat is fucking killing me right now.
Yeah, I just took my medication before this, so I'm trying to fight off the little cold symptoms I got. I went to the doctor. These niggas told me I had rhinovirus. I was like, oh, Lord Jesus. I said, oh, no, I done caught the rhino.
Oh, shit. Damn, we got to put him down.
I was like, no, not the rhino, man.
Not the rhino.
I was like, what I got to do? I got to get myself a little shots. What I got? A little asthma pump. What I need, bro? Tell me. Give me the bad news. This nigga said, and then I Googled it in front of him. And it's the common cold. And it's the virus that causes the cold type shit. And I was like, why the fuck would you tell me I have the rhinovirus and then I need to take steroids? That sounds like some
dangerous shit. Right.
Because that's what he said. He was like, you have the rhinovirus and really you just need to take some steroids. And I was as soon as in my head I was like, the rhino and steroids. Am I dying? Look, then I start doing shit like this. I do feel a little weak.
Yeah, just like now that you mentioned it. My shoulder.
My neck. Look, and you know what's crazy? My neck was killing me. So I'm like, I turn my neck. I'm like, I can't move my neck. I might need a neck brace. And then when I'm Googling the shit, I'm like, here this nigga go, man. Fucking cold. The cold.
My God. That's some funny shit, man.
And then like I got better. Like I took my medicine and shit. I got better, and then I went back to work, and then got sick again. So I'm trying to fight that shit off.
I'm always fighting sickness because my son be passing shit to me. Shit that he be getting sick.
The young kid. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's tough. So
playing in dirt, all kinds of shit. The good days. Those were the wonder years.
Right, the good days. But yeah, man, I hope I don't sound like shit. Sorry to the listeners if I do, but hopefully next week I sound a little bit better.
Alrighty, and we are out. Man.
Yeah, we out.
This is episode 33 of This Podcast Is Canceled. I'm Jew. That's my boy Clips, and we'll be back next week. Same time, same place. Friday, I think, is our new drop date. If you'd like to support us, the Cash App is $Garrett with 2 R's, 2 T's, followed by the numbers 4, 0, and 7. It's been a while, but yeah, that's it. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at TPIC Official, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm on Instagram, Jewgram. He 23. He on Instagram. I got music. Oh, Jewprint is coming. Wait. Let me just make a real quick announcement about the Jewprint. Because I said July, but I have to get some shit together, okay? Real life happened to a nigga. I ain't gonna front. So I got cover art that I need. I still got verses that are getting mixed. So it's coming. I promise to God it's coming.
It's on the way.
End of the year. So, quit DMing me. Hey, the streets is all in my ear. Yo, Jew. I dropped some snippets. Go listen to the snippets on Instagram. But we are out, man. Thank y'all for being here. God bless. Y'all have a great week. And because it's coming out on Friday. So y'all have a good weekend. Turn up safely. God bless everybody. We out. See y'all next week.
Yes, sir. We out. Blessings.